Hello, willkommen, hola, I've gone blank. Anyway, as we say in Britain, watcha. Watcha, fellow music lovers, fellow opera lovers, classical music lovers. Here I am, back again. James the Reactor, classical music reactor. Classical react channel, and today I found a bit of time after all the work I've been doing to give it a break and to carry on with a reaction. And this time I've chosen possibly the other, well, I think possibly actually the most attended, most performed opera on the annual cycle worldwide, which is La Traviata by Giuseppe Verdi. Excuse my Italian, it's not, I understand, I'm English, we pronounce everything like English, like English people. So it's La Traviata. Last time we did, what did we do? We did Maria Callas singing, I can't remember, but it was Puccini and it was Tosca. So this time will be La Traviata, and we're going to see or hear Renee Fleming singing strano, which is from the first act. So I'll give you a little bit of what's happened so far, if you don't know the opera very well. So just this one. It's bothering me that. Just straighten up my beard. Yeah. So far, we've had the opening of the opera. We've had the famous Brindisi, the drinking song, Libiamo Lieti Calici. Everyone's had a sing-song, everyone's had a drink. By this point, everyone's gone, basically. Violetta, who Renee Fleming is playing, Violetta's the character, she's playing in La Traviata, who is a consort of a nobleman, a baron, basically a kept woman, kept in luxury, for the time. She's a hostess as well, so she's helping host the party that's just happened, basically. So she's, after people have gone, she said that she feels a bit dizzy, tired, and retires to her another room, basically in the in the palace or whatever they live in. But during the party, a young man called Alfredo has decided that she's the one for him, and in this song, in this aria, she's contemplating whether he's the one for her, basically. So that's what's happening. That's what she's singing about. And as I say, this is extremely popular opera, probably the most popular, along with Tosca. I've not been to a live performance of this myself. I plan to when this is all COVID's all over and finished. Yeah, enjoy. It's got some great singing. The reason I've chosen Renee Fleming is because this is the third reaction video. The first one, the premiere, was Luciano Pavarotti. Then the last one was Maria Callas. Obviously probably two of the most famous opera singers since Caruso. And now this is Renee Fleming. Now Renee Fleming is more contemporary. I think Renee Fleming is still singing. I think she is. I think what I've tried to do is give a good spread in operas, popular arias, ones that you may know, but also with singers that are amongst the top echelons, if not the top of their generation of singers. So Maria Callas' sort of heyday was the 50s. Then Pavarotti was sort of the next generation of singers. His heyday was the 70s into the 80s. and then now Renee Fleming was the next generation after Pavarotti, really, and her heyday's been, 90s into the millennium. Um, so now there's the next, another generation. And if you look closely at each of the performances, you can see there's differences in um, delivery and style between Callas, Pavarotti, and Fleming. Um, when Maria Callas was singing, in fact, she's famous or well known, and was actually criticised quite a lot of vocal technique, believe it or not, for at the time for not being pure enough. Because what Callas would do is she was, yes, a great singer, but also she was trying to bring real acting into her performances. So she would change her her voice even sometimes, and her technique to fit the character that she felt fit really to do. So Callas, yeah, sort of started famously doing that, and then you'll see with Pavarotti, and then especially with Fleming, and then onto the generation now, acting sort of takes becomes level with singing, and then sometimes even now, even I mean, I can think of singers now where the acting is as important, if not more important, than the actual singing per se on its own. And of course, the way things are staged, the same. So if you pick the same opera like Traviata, the way La Traviata has been staged when it was first performed, back at the end of the 19th century, through the 20th century to now, or any opera really, the productions now, the stagings now, the acting, the directing is often, not something that would have been envisaged in a million years by the composer and the production designers and directors and conductors and things back then. Obviously, to try and keep it more relevant and up to date. I just saw, when I was looking for choosing a video for this reaction from the Traviata, I just saw a few up to date performances of very famous arias by Violetta, played with or played by the sopranos from different ethnic backgrounds to the usual sort of typical sort of middle class white background that you'd see for some, the singers you'd usually see. Stagings that are completely different. They're very sort of minimalistic, set in a normal home. The one I just saw with Instagram photos and things like that of her and the singer playing Alfredo, but in a modern setting. So yeah, that was the idea, was to give you a bit of maybe the three most famous singers of their generations. So I could have picked a few, to be honest, with Renee Fleming. To be honest, I could have picked Angela Georgiou. Yeah, it's a little bit subjective, but it's music, it's art, it's subjective, isn't it? Singers and things. So anyway, here we go. Enough of me rambling on as usual. And here we go. So this is Renee Fleming singing Strano in La Traviata by Giuseppe Verdi. Enjoy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, there we are. Even lying down and getting the notes out and singing. So, hope you enjoyed it. That was a bit of La Traviata, a bit of Verdi, a bit of Renee Fleming. I should have mentioned at the beginning, Renee Fleming is an American soprano. So yeah, third reaction down. The next reaction, I'll probably switch now from opera to classical music, instrumental music, concertos, symphonies, something like that. And have a bit of a mix there. You probably, well, next month we've got Beethoven's, I think it's 250th birthday celebrations coming up. So we'll do a bit of Beethoven next month in October. I think it's 250th, and perhaps a bit about Mozart, a bit of Beethoven, or a bit of Bach, which I love personally. all three. I think probably a lot of people like classical music probably do generally have a bit of Beethoven, Bach, and Mozart in their collections on their iPods. iPods are the iPods now, iPhones, and things like that, and all that. But anyway, thanks for listening. Keep listening. Stay safe, and ciao for now.